Kafka and the Doll by Larissa Thule and Rebecca Green. One autumn day, the writer Franz Kafka and Dora Diamant strolled through a park in Berlin. Kafka held a basket filled with potatoes and a jar of milk. His hat was set on an angle, and he walked deep in thought about two things: a story he was struggling to finish and lunch. He kicked through leaves, pulling at the collar of his shirt and pausing to cough into his handkerchief. Nearby, a girl stood crying. Kafka said, "Why the tears?" "My doll is lost," said the girl. "I see," said Kafka. "What is her name?" "Soupsy." "And you are?" "Irma." Kafka nodded. "I thought as much. Your Soupsy is not lost, but traveling, as dolls like to do. She wrote you a letter." Irma frowned. "Where's the letter?" "At home, in the pocket of my overcoat," said Kafka. "I'm a volunteer postman, you see. I will bring you the letter tomorrow. Just now, I'm off to lunch." Irma's frown deepened. Kafka said, "Potatoes, if you must know." The following day, Irma waited. Kafka delivered the letter. October 23rd, 1923. Darling Irma, forgive me for not saying goodbye. The bicycle was passing, the basket lay empty, and I did not think. I simply jumped in. I have always been one for adventure, as you know. Please do not be cross. I am on a train on my way to go hiking. The air here smells like those flowers your mother likes so well. I never did learn the name. You are always in my heart, Soupsy. "Well," said Kafka. "She went hiking." He nodded. "It's a beautiful time of year for hiking. She'll write again, of course. People on adventures like to tell about them." October 24th, 1923. Irma, I hiked to the very top. As I write, I am watching the sunrise from above a cloud. The world turns softly purple, which is not my favorite color, but when the world wears it, I think it's just fine. You are always in my heart, Soupsy. "And," said Kafka, "she hiked to the very top." Bravo. October 25th, 1923. Hello, I am in Paris and have eaten croissants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In fact, I have eaten nothing but what pleases me since leaving Berlin. How can I face a carrot stick when I might have a peppermint stick? What use to me is a bowl of peas when I might have creme brulee? You are always in my heart, Soupsy. "I don't understand this drawing," said Irma. Kafka studied the postcard. "Obviously, it's the countryside. Here's the cottage, a goat." Irma took back the card. "It's a rabbit, not a goat." "Yes," said Kafka, "I see it now." Soupsy traveled to England and had tea with Peter Rabbit. In Barcelona, she joined Gaudi for his daily walk. He knew wonderful things about architecture. In Morocco, she had warm sponge and mint tea. She tried to ride a camel, but wasn't sure how, and dodged neatly away when it spat at her. She visited the pyramids in Egypt and wondered at the vast expanse of beauty and sand stretching out below, writing to Irma that her heart was hurting in the way that told her it was growing. Soupsy wrote at every stop, but the letters grew short. November 8th, 1923. Dearest Irma, I'm riding down the Nile on a boat with my new friends. They're teaching me Arabic, and I'm teaching them German. Salam. S. Why so unhappy? Said Kafka. All of me is growing, said Irma. Mama says I need new shoes. Kafka studied his own shoes. These will last. Leaves blew in little cyclones around his feet. Kafka pulled out his handkerchief. My grandpa had that cough, said Irma. It never went away. One day, Kafka did not visit the market, and so he did not walk through the park. Irma waited. She walked home. Again, she waited. Again, she walked home. Where is Kafka? Demanded Irma. He has a headache behind his eyes that won't go away, said Dora. But never would he neglect his obligations as postman. A letter for you from your Soupsy. November 11th, 1923. Irma, keen on traveling though I am, I miss you. I miss you like apples miss their trees. You are always in my heart. I hope I am always in yours. Soupsy. You are, whispered Irma. You're pale, said Irma. Kafka smiled. You miss nothing. Hesitantly, Irma held out her hand. A certainty came over her. This letter would be the last. November 12th, 1923. Dearest Irma, I have signed on for an expedition to the desolate ends of Antarctica. The journey will be long and arduous. My job is to break up the ice with the pickaxe so that the boat can go through. Letter writing, I fear, will be impossible. And so this is goodbye. You are bold and you are brave, and I am proud to have been for a time your beloved doll, your Soupsy. Irma folded the letter. She left on an expedition. Expeditions are grand affairs, for what I understand. Important discoveries to be made, and all that, said Kafka. She won't be back, said Irma. All through the park, barren trees poked fingers into the belly of the gray sky. Some day I'll travel, said Irma. I'd like to ride a camel. Be on guard for spitting. I know about that already. And carry a notebook and pen with you wherever you go, so that your adventures remain, said Kafka. His shoulders folded in as he coughed. Irma waited. Kafka straightened, his smile gentle. Goodbye now, Irma. Goodbye, Herr Kafka. Their warm breath clung fiercely to the cold air, then blew softly away, one to play and explore, and one, finally, to sleep.